I was finishing up my tenure on The Sopranos, and HBO called me up and they said they had a book they wanted me to read called Boardwalk Empire, essentially the history of Atlantic City. They said, why don't you read it, see if you think there's a TV series in there? And almost as an afterthought, they said, oh, by the way, Martin Scorsese is attached to this. He's interested in this. So I said, all right, well, I don't even have to read it. There is a TV series here, and I'm going to find it. And I did. I mean, the idea of getting to work with Martin Scorsese was just like a lifelong dream. I read the book. I sort of focused on the era of the 1920s. I pitched Marty on that. He liked it. There was a guy named Nucky Johnson who we fictionalized as Nucky Thompson, and I said that's our guy we'll focus the show on, and we were off to the races. Initially, it was unbelievably intimidating, but within about 5 minutes, he just really puts you at ease, and he's a great guy. Obviously, a film god, but just really fun, funny, collaborative, smart, solicitous of your opinion. I mean, it was a really easy, fun process, and it continues to this day. I mean, I've actually gotten to work with him now for several years, and on this and a couple of other projects, and he's great. He's exactly what you hope he would be. He's a really funny, fun New York guy who also happens to be one of the greatest filmmakers ever. So it's pretty great. Not as far as I know this season. He knows he's got an open door policy. I mean, he's usually busy with a couple of other projects, usually juggling several different things at once. I hope at some point he'll come back and direct another episode for us. Perhaps the finale of the series if we can get him. Whenever that is. God willing, that won't be for 26 more years. But yeah, I mean, anytime he wants to come in, he certainly he can do that. It was great watching him. We've got an amazing cast, first and foremost. I mean, obviously having Marty at the helm of the show from the beginning was great. I like to think the writing and the stories are really compelling. I mean, everybody who works on this show is really at the top of their game. We've got an incredibly talented crew, and everybody shines. And I think it all comes together in a really wonderful package, and I think people respond to that. First and foremost, David Chase. Certainly, I got to work with him for many years on The Sopranos. I also got to work alongside Matt Weiner, another tremendous writer, producer. A guy named Frank Renzulli, who is one of my early mentors, also worked with him on The Sopranos. In terms of personally, I mean, in terms of people I haven't worked with, I mean, too many to name. Probably Rod Serling jumps out. Certainly David Lynch, Paul Schrader. My favorite TV gangster? Well, does Tony Soprano count? I mean, I feel like I'm a little biased. Well, before Tony Soprano, I'd have to say who's the guy on Bugs Bunny with the little hat? I don't remember his name, but I liked him. Shut up, Rabbit. That guy.
Excellent.
That was probably one of my early, formative gangster encounters.